Well, with you approaching that way and being intimidating, Felix looks a little taken aback by your methods, but he does not actually budge or agree to it. It seems your intimidation may have not worked out as well as you have wanted it to.
I will have my mace in one hand, kind of sticking out the bottom of my hand rather than up in the normal wielding position, and then put both hands on the counter. I think the lowest we can go is 120. You want me to roll Intimidate again?
Yeah, go ahead.
23.
Alrighty then. Having done all that, Elix seems to kind of shyly agree, meekly agree to it, and hands over the, what say, 125?
I said 120.
Oh, 120. The 120...
I mean, if he wants to give me 125.
No, he hands you the 120 gold.
And the tunic.
And the tunic, yes.
As he's handing it over, I clasped his hand with both of mine, leaving my mace on the counter. Like, I'm sorry if I shook you any. Get a bit aggressive with competitions, but on a lighter note, if you happen to know of a good source of wood that's easy on the environment, I'm staying at the Priest Bottle. If you could let me know, I would really appreciate it. Thank you. On a very, my face has switched straight from anger to full, I'm sorry.
Sure.
And then I take the money and my mace, set it back on my waist, and then look for another booth to finish the rest of my transactions.
So, what exactly did you sell to him? Or did you just get 120 gold and the tunic?
I gave him the quilted cloth.
Ah, okay.
So I've still got to buy the soaked bread and cheese and then sell the bolts.
Alrighty then. Also, from you having switched from the angry whatever thing to the nice and polite, Elix is confused and concerned for your mental well-being. Do you continue talking to him, or do you try to find a different merchant at this point?
I will look for another merchant. Someone else that I might also have luck with intimidation on. Which I realize doesn't matter, because don't they both, diplomacy and intimidation, go against sense motive?
No. Intimidation, for the way you're doing it, to influence an opponent's attitude, to make him do something, is a different type of DC.
Okay. I couldn't remember.
It's against the target's hit dice and wisdom modifier. And then for every subsequent intimidate check, if you failed the first one, or previous one, it's a +5 to the DC each time. You barely made that second check because of it.
I see that. I might have to pick up, I can't remember what it's called, it's like destructive intimidation. You break a small object and it gives you a bonus to an intimidate check. You can like throw a cup at the ground and as long as it takes the break status, then it gives you the boost.
There's also a persuasive feat, which you get a +2 bonus on diplomacy and checks. There's up to +4 if you have 10 points in the skill or more, I think. But yeah, no, Intimidate works off differently than Diplomacy. Not by much, but enough. So, Saandip's looking for another merchant. Is he gonna be rolling perception for that? Or did you even...
either one will work for me, they're the same bonus.
I just have this mental image, Jared, that your character is gonna carry around shot glasses. And just, every time you don't quite succeed, you just go, I didn't want to do this. And you just take it out and drop it, and then just stare at them.
I got a 23 perception.
Alright, well, you see a smaller humanoid, a smaller human, a dwarfed human, if you will, but not the dwarf race. There's a difference. At another table.
Is it noticeable due to the lack of beard?
Yes, and, the lack of diggy hole.
Okay, then I will approach them with the 10 bolts out in my hand. I'm gonna need 5 soap, bread and cheese. All I've got is these, so you're gonna need to give me back 2 gold. 18 on Intimidate. I did one better this time!
And it failed!
I thought so!
Yeah, the dwarfed human kind of looks at you and goes, that's not how this works. By the way, Unaan, roll me perception. So with cause.
17, 13 on the die.
That's unfortunate for Marcus. I was making the DC 18 to actually notice Saandip fucking just harassing, essentially.
12.
Okay, Unaan and Kaz do not notice Saandip having gone to 2 tables at this point and essentially harassing the merchants.
Fair enough.
Unfortunate. I was wondering what Unaan would do if he noticed. Alright, Saandip. So that first intimidate failed. What do you intend on doing now?
Well, then how does this work? 1 gold, 25 silver?
Does another intimidate?
Yes, it's a 26.
Well, with this being your second attempt, it still failed. Turns out this dwarfed human is a bit more unresponsive to intimidation than at first you may have thought. Wait, what up? You said 26?
Yes. I rolled an 18.
Right, I forgot about the support bonus you get because you were bigger than the fucking target.
Oh god.
Yeah, you got 30, which actually does beat the DC by 2 if you're wondering. That's my bad. The merchant goes, well, you know, okay. Sure, why not? Sounds good to me. Gets you to, stop being annoying with those intimidations that you're so obviously trying to do just because I'm a dwarf. The dwarfed human may now think you're a racist. Dwarfist?
Sizes?
Sizist? I don't know. Pick a term that fits. No, I'm glad you got the joke there.
After finishing the transaction, I give him 10 actual silver, and I'm like, sorry, I was trained by my mom. She had to deal with a lot of scammers. So, she tended to be a bit rough with customers.
He raises one eyebrow at you and goes,
Also, I get a little bit blood boiled during competitions. Anyway, have a good day.
So
and
1
then
gold
I
what?
go to 1 gold, 20 silver.
And that was for the rest of it.
Yes.
Alright. What is Saandip doing now? Going up to the dome to handle the bag?
Yep.
He does that, and some time passes for the rest of the merchants to do their thing. Merchants being the people that are actually buying and selling to the other merchants is what I meant to say, or intend anyway. Tate's apparently testing something. And once some time has passed and the test has concluded, the gnome announces that you aren't done with your... the testing period, I should say, the test time allotted. You aren't done with your transactions, well, too bad. You will have to turn in your bag so we can actually determine who the winner is overall. That said, it's probably going to be Jared. Probably.
Yeah, I think so.
We will see
Jared
what the
loses by
RNG
1
says.
point.
We'll see what RNG says here in a moment.
To me, what?
I mean, maybe.
In some other strange confusion system, maybe.
You don't know, Steve Rod could be over here in like a disguised form, and you could have just said, "Fuck it," have someone else over there doing a thing.
Why is Steve Rat a foot taller and looking like his hair is glued on?
Good at hiding, not so good at disguising.
Okay, after some modifications of how I was doing the roll, the show announces that Saandip is indeed the winner of this contest. And to actually give a good chance for one of the NPCs to win, I just rolled 20 NPC dice rolls to see how much they actually would have gotten overall. None of them won.
I'm guessing we weren't supposed to sell to one merchant.
Oh, there was nothing wrong with that. It's just, you guys could have also went the other route that Jared just did, and went for intimidation instead of diplomacy. You guys could have also tried a bit harder on selling to one particular person. Like, actually had longer conversations and maybe try to get to know the person, etc. Even if they were rude. More than one way to haggle. Or more than one way to intimidate.
It's true. Albeit, gotta be true to your character, and...
Right, which is why I was wondering earlier if Unaan had noticed what he would do about Jared's character.
Unaan actually probably would have just taken note and put that in the memory bank for future.
Save it to a file.
Kinda.
Your brain.
Be like, alright, well, keep that in mind. I'll have to keep an eye on him if we ever go adventuring and go to stores, because he might get us in trouble.
Well, so Saandip is the winner, and the gnome requests him to come up to get his reward. Is he going to do this?
Yes.
Saandip should enjoy the irony of the names of the items that he's going to receive. for winning this, considering the method in which he won.
Peacekeepers haggling ring.
No, but I mean, it's just as good. So Jared, you're handed a bag with 40 gold,
And that's it.
as well as an item called a Ring of Eloquence, and a Cloak of the Diplomat. The gnome congratulates you on winning, and thanks everyone for stopping by the test. As for the languages on the Ring of Eloquence, I will back to you on that in a few seconds. Feel free to chat amongst yourselves, by the way.
I actually have to run to the bathroom.
Jared, no, I'm going to.
You, they're gonna go together, everyone.
That's a lie. So, Marcus,
Yeah?
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Month away.
Month away, dog.
Well,
Month and 10 days. 11 days? 12 days. We're counting a month as 31 days, then a month and 11, and a month and 10 days.
Languages on Ring of Eloquence is in Humble now. But I'm gonna follow suit with Marcus and Jared and be right back. Bathroom time.
It is bathroom time. Everybody go to the bathroom.
This is a command from Tate to go to the bathroom. Even if you don't have to, you have to go to the bathroom.
No.
No, Kingdom Hearts 3 is January 19th because it is exactly the time. I forget the formula for that. What was the meme formula?
Cloak is a little bit volatile.
I can't find that meme. The 13th month of 2018, which is January. That's what it is. 13th month, like 19th day. I forgot the significance of that. 7th hour. It's crazy.
19th day, it's the 29th.
Exactly.
If you want to find a hidden meaning, Tate, then 2 and 9. 9 minus 2 is 7.
Yeah.
I don't think it was
Jared, why'd you
planned.
make my lights dark?
I did that when you were having your headache. I swapped them redder and dimmed them.
You should know they always sit at 69%.
Are those 2 items that Saandip's gonna keep there, Jared?
I may hold on to the ring. The cloak, although useful, is also a little volatile.
Yeah.
It's also 20,000 GP.
Sell it. Haggle it.
That's why I ask. That's why all the items I've gotten, for the most part, I've given away to you guys because you wanted them. But if you didn't, most of them I probably would have sold for gold in order for us to have travel money.
I mean, I'll probably discuss that with the rest of the group once we get back to the end. But right after they're handed to me too, I'm probably going to walk over to you and ask you about appraising, or about magical appraising, because I can appraise.
Alright, I sneezed. It was very loud, I'm sorry.
Is that what that was?
Also, I'm testing. I'm testing a gift wheel. I need to adjust it. So it's gonna be for the 12 days of Christmas.
Are you still here, Kelp?
No, he left at the same time you guys did.
Ah.
Yeah.
So what kind of character are you planning to do there, Lamb?
Huh?
What kind of character are you planning to go into?
He's a kineticist. More specifically, a chaokineticist, so he's, like, blows people up with gravity.
Okay.
Oh, you picked the really fun route.
Did I?
Yeah.
Okay. He also uses a bladed scarf, so that's gonna be fun.
I have a chance to gain that as part of my whatever my thing for Oracle is called.
If I remember right, one of the things with the gravity kineticist is at one point you can literally permanently levitate or fly.
I feel like I remember something about that.
So you can just break a lot of things with that, but that's not till way later.
I mean, it's supposedly a level 30 campaign, so...
And being able to turn entire, like, AoE areas into gravitized zones where it counts as difficult terrain, altering their movement, is really nice if we have bows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as part of my revelations, I can take Steel Scarf.
So you're the element of void?
Yes. More specifically, I've taken gravity.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Okay, I've taken gravity so far. I think I plan to do negative later, just for the mixed composite blast. I don't remember.
I'm back, by the way. Oh, but yeah, Jared, the fourth language on that, since I didn't copy paste it all, was Elven.
Yeah, I kind of thought that's might have been what it was with the theming of what was there.
Yeah, it's Sylvan, Aklo, Trent, and Ellen.
Wait, it's got Aklo?
Mm-hmm.
It's the, like, Dark Fae.
Evil Fae, yeah.
Okay.
It's got those weird underground dwarfs or whatever they're called. Maybe I'm thinking of a different race.
Don't speak about my people like that.
Anyways, after I'm handed that stuff, I'm gonna seek out Unaan and Kaz.
I mean, it's not that hard to find us. We're there waiting for you. At least Unaan and Aethys are.
How much about my items did the gnome explain to me? Just their names, or just hand me the items?
He explained the Ring of Eloquence, letting you be able to speak and understand the four languages inscribed in it. As for the Cloak of the Diplomat, he simply just told you that it should help you on your mercantile, whatever, ways in the future. So, not explicitly stating that you get +5 confidence bonus on diplomacy and sense motive checks, but hinting towards it as a mechanical thing.
I will put the ring on, and then when I find Unaan, and be like, seems like this is to help with diplomacy. I hand him over the cloak. Can you figure anything else about it?
Later, when we're not on the streets? Yes.
Yeah, good point. I don't really have anything else I need to do today that I know of. Hope I wasn't too harsh on the guys running the stalls.
Harsh, what are you talking about? It was just diplomacy. It was just going up and using fancy words.
Well, I got most of my training from my mom, and with some of our usual clientele, she had to use the stick more than the carrot.
1 minute.
That's a hell of a way to put that, Jared.
I don't understand what you mean.
She could be very aggressive with negotiations.
Ah. And, like I said, now that goes into the memory bank, and Unaan's well aware. Gotcha. Stores equal someone has to go with Saandip. Well, nonetheless, I'm all set for the day, too. About what time is it, Kelb? Close to supper?
4 p.m.
Oh, Unaan just goes, well, you guys want to go take a walk and inevitably get back to the priest bottle, have supper, and then just sit around and play games or something?
It's fine with me. While we're wandering around town, I will be just paying attention to people's scabbards to see if there's any high-quality wooden scabbards.
Okay. Well, before we get to that, let's hop on over to Carnum and Tarus, doing the stealth test for the Thieves Guild.
I don't know why I went to go put my keyboard on my lap while I was about to fucking do something.
I'm pretty sure Jared won that test because of the fucking extra 20 gold he got. The first Intimidate.
Yeah, probably. Man,
Well,
I
that's
thought I
pretty
did
much the
pretty
same
good, too.
as Tate getting the double price on the map, since the old fisherman was willing to just buy it for anything.
He was hunting for a whale, okay?
Yes, but he was also buying the same map from everyone as a test.
He could have bought
And
the
I
same thing
happened
from
to name,
everyone.
like double price, and he's like, "Oh, I need it."
Who knows? The map may have not actually been helpful to him, but maybe the people actually doing the contest said, yeah, sure, we'll get you a map if you help us out. You don't know.
He wants a monopoly on the maps.
Yeah, maybe he just wants to buy all the maps and then start selling them to help fund his ship to go get the whale.
Turns out it was actually legitimately like treasure maps that you guys were selling, and they just didn't tell you, so that maybe you would catch on and keep the map, but sadly no one did.
Well,
Except for Fisherman. He figured it out. That's why he was so willing to buy it.
if anyone did knowledge geography on the map, you would have learned that the map did not seem to be of any particular place. I'd even call them fake maps.
And he bought it for 500 gold.
Not fake maps, Kelp. Just demi planes that haven't been created yet.
So they're blueprints.
Exactly.
Anyway,
So,
go ahead.
Tarus will be heading in from this side. Stealth, by the way, after he got past the first bit and started getting to the trees.
Alright, well, you move stealthily, and surprisingly, nothing seems to really come from it.
Does Karnam happen to notice?
Oh no, is Karnam already down the ladder?
Probably.
Because Karnam pretty much would have arrived first, I'm fairly certain.
Considering... Hold on, where the fuck am I going? Over here. Okay, I was one street off. Yeah, he basically would just have gone over and gone straight north.
It's not north.
East.
Whatever.
It's not
direction.
east.
It's east.
Yeah, that's west, goddamn. Either way, I'll follow down the ladder as well.
Alright, well, with Karnam getting it down to the bottom of the ladder first, and then Tarus afterwards, eventually you guys come down to, well, the same normal room of the Thieves Guild as before, because, well, building. It's not changing any yet.
Don't worry, I'll learn some stuff from the Adventurers Guild.
There are other people there, along with Steeper Rat, of course. He is not actually in the tree.
Well, he is a tree, but the tree is underground. It's weird.
You know what? I can see the Thieves Guild just having a tree underground, just because they wanted to.
Yeah, we wanted to see if we could get away with it. It was really hard getting it down the hole.
Oh my?
I mean, they could have used transportation magic.
Yeah, but that's too easy.
I mean, we're talking about Steeper Rat here. If he wants something done, he will make it happen. Well, anyway, at the bottom, yeah, you guys see some other people. And Steeper Rat, of course, standing on the podium, just kind of waiting for people to show up. You guys do anything? Talk to each other, talk to random people.
So, Karnam, how's your day gone?
Huh?
How's your day going so far?
Well, I didn't land on my face in climbing, so that's good. I can't remember. Jared won that, right?
Yes. And also, did you land on your face in the first climbing one?
I almost did.
Eh.
If I remember right, I crit failed, and I think I just barely saved. Something like that.
It was like a month ago at this point. It was like...
I don't even know if that just feels like. I think it was literally almost a month ago.
It might have been a month ago. I don't know.
It was some indeterminable amount of time ago. But, yeah. Still lost Saandip, though. So that was interesting. Wasn't expecting him to be a good climber.
I more or less did my test after spending the day before in the library. And tomorrow we might get a house.
Nice.
Incidentally, you guys are actually not that far away from the house.
Let's see, was this one? I have no clue, but
Okay, I swear I put a description. It's on the wrong.
didn't save.
No, this was done months ago. It was planned back when I was doing the initial thing of everything.
This is the medium house.
Ah, they're all next to each other,
Small house.
and this one's a large.
Okay.
What was on that street?
More or less just gonna wait and keep an eye on Steve Rat to start talking.
Arnold doesn't say anything though in response to about getting a house.
He's, like, kind of still half not thinking about it. He's only half in the conversation, still trying to figure out what the fuck he's doing with the handcart. And what kind of shit he's gonna have to get himself into with the Thieves Guild.
Alrighty then.
He's made a lot of commitments in the last few days.
Well, if there's nothing else going on between you two then, and whatever time goes by, some additional people come down the ladder, presumably for the test. Or there might be members, who knows. Steve Rat begins speaking to everyone. Greetings, everyone. So you guys have headed down here once again, since I recognize some of you, to another Thieves Guild test. Today's test is going to be the stealth test. What does that entail, you may ask? Well, it should be self-evident based on the name. You're gonna have to be stealthy. We have laid out a bit of an obstacle course through some tunnel systems that we have procured, and you guys will have to make it through the entire thing, all the way back here, without getting caught. That's about it. We'll be sending in one person at a time, and then, I don't know, giving them maybe 3 minutes head start or so, before sending in the next person, just to kind of keep things rolling. And no, I don't actually have a tunnel system map for this, by the way. I mean, entirely purely on rolls.
So it's gonna be another one of the Adventurers Guild right, left, forward, left, right, forward, forward, trap, forward.
Could you repeat that for me to write it down?
No.
Up,
yeah,
down,
kinda.
down, left, right, left, right.
No, there's no up. There is only ramp.
Ultimate self-test, merge with stone. Travel through stone.
Well, I mean, that would actually be permitted on this test, because Thieves Guild, but you don't know that.
And I don't have 4th level spells.
Alright, well, you guys are ready to roll some stealth checks, then go ahead and roll 10 of them. And give them to me in order from left to right.
Yeah, I have pretty good fucking chances at this.
Same.
Modified 20, 23, 23, 23, 29, 26, 15, 26, 13, 24.
Oh, you seriously did roll 3 of the same fucking number on the die in a row?
Yeah.
No. No?
Do crits matter at all?
You're stealthing.
Okay.
Can't crit skill checks.
30, 22, 26, 15, 26, 23, 25, 30, 27, 29.
Yeah, I actually probably lost that one. Damn.
Numerically overall, yeah, it looks like Noah beat you.
I got a 253 overall, but we could hit a corner where it's like someone's watching Hawkeye and we're fucked. Also, lol, fetchlings and getting bonuses to stealth.
Well, Lamb, Noah definitely beat you in total, like, stealth score.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
By 31.
I'm not surprised.
Base 10 bonus is pretty nice.
I have 9.
And, well, with that, Carnum goes through, able to keep hidden away from 9 of the 10 guards. Or watchers, if you will. They're not really guards. They're the people, trying to spot you during the test. However, on the second to last one, technically, he is spotted and, fortunately, disqualified from actually being able to win the contest.
Sadly, I cannot use fisticuffs to increase my chances.
Fortunately not. Tarus, on the other hand, he is able to get through the first 3, but has a slightly close call where he makes a bit of a noise or something and grabs the 4th one's attention, but he is able to make that up and is able to keep hidden. After a few moments, he is able to proceed past the other 6.
Why was there just a random twig in this goddamn hallway?
Maybe Carnum put it down.
Motherfucker.
Maybe someone else put it there. I don't know.
It fell in my pocket. It was actually, it was a little bit of the Steve Rat statue. I'm sorry, it was actually a stick of chalk. I don't know why I have a stick of chalk, but I do. I think I won that somewhere.
Lamb, what was your bonus to stealth?
Plus 9.
And Noah's a 10.
Mine would be 10, but I didn't put a second point into it when I leveled.
Alright, well, some other NPCs are going through the test as well, and only a few of them really make it out overall. Give me a moment to determine who the hell actually won. Was it an NPC or Noah?
Little did we know, Steve Arrow was participating in the competition. He took the longest, but he set a bunch of little sticks everywhere to fuck everyone up.
I was about to say, maybe I dropped a tinder twig. And what do you mean? He has like a stealth of like 40.
Of course. No one knew he was taking
it. A long time.
His bonus is 29.
I was only 25% off. 30%.
Oh, a few of these NPCs might actually give a run for money on this, about winning or not. Okay. After everyone has made it through the test to give it their shot, Steve Rat determines the winner to be Tarus. Steve Rat asks for Tarus to come up and also makes a snide remark that perhaps being a person from the Shadow Plane might have helped him.
Just a bit. As I'll walk up.
Steve Rat hands you a bag of 20 gold a fancy thieves ring, and a disguise kit. If you want to put down a description of the thieves ring, it is a sapphire encrusted gold thieves ring.
Got it.
As for what's in the disguise kit, give me a second. The disguise kit contains tools like makeup and fake facial hair, and provides a +2 circumstance bonus on disguise checks, and is exhausted after 10 uses. I will link that here in a second. Actually on the same fucking page, but whatever the hell it's actually marked as. Alright, Steve Red thanks everyone for coming out to the test, and mentions that tomorrow's test shall be quite difficult.
What's tomorrow's test, Garnham?
What?
What's tomorrow's test here?
Give me a sec. I'm gonna pull up the brochure. Aka, go look at Discord.
It's
Acrobatics.
no, it's Liar's test. Bluff specifically, but Liar's test.
Are you good at lying?
No, I prefer just kind of like disappear.
Yeah, tomorrow is gonna be a lot of lying.
Are you good at lying? No. Are you lying to me right now?
No?
My god, he's the greatest liar in the world.
Or is he?
Does anyone actually intend on doing the Liar's test then?
Yes.
Wait, let me doing the Liar's test.
Unless I see something I would rather do, but I think that's the only real one.
I'm kind of in the same situation.
I'm doing swift jumps, and none of the other ones are really interesting to me.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm in the same situation. Swift jumps and bluff are the only one that I have like any. I don't have skill in bluff, but I have charisma.
Sam.
But I do have to remind you, what if the test, being a liar's test, is all about those who can use a lie? The instrument. They lied about the lie test.
That's a liar. Lyre. It's not a lie.
Instrument test, I believe, was yesterday or today.
You want to know what the Liar's test is about? I think it's about bluffing.
Bluffing?
Guys are essentially going to be playing fucking like poker.
Oh.
We're going to be playing liar's dice.
We're gonna be playing Knivesies? Oh wait, no.
Is she actually gonna spawn in poker cards?
No, it's gonna not be all in depth. We'd be here for the next 3 sessions.
God, I would be so happy if we were playing Knivesies.
The reason why you guys would be playing poker for that test is because of what the reward for the test is.
Marked cards.
No.
Arrow cards?
A deck of many things.
That's a
Tarot
Harrow deck.
cards.
No, a Harrow deck is a deck of many things.
I still prefer the name deck of many things.
It's related to the Gambler's Kit.
I didn't even know the Gambler's Kit was a thing.
It is. It contains a deck of cards, a betting wheel, numbered cloths, colored wooden chips, and other stuff. It's essentially your on-the-go, need-to-set-up casino kit. But anyway, your guys' test is done, and it's about 5 p.m.
Yeah, I'm gonna start heading home.
I don't know, I might wander around for a bit.
Looking for the engineering building?
Maybe.
There is one part of town that you really have not fully explored.
Is it like right about yeah? Down in like the weird little thing that looks like a claw.
The chicken foot?
Well, I mean, kind of that area, but not quite. Regardless though. Ryan was gonna explore then. Does he let Tarus know this?
Yeah. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna run around for a bit. I still have time to kill, so.
Does Tarus say anything in response?
Go for it, I'll meet you back at the place.
Yeah, just don't be surprised if the door opens at like midnight.
I'll try to be stealthy about it.
I won't destroy the door.
Alright, well, the other 3 get back to the inn in Athos. Along the way, Jared Saandip did not notice any particular fancy scabbards or anything of the sort to indicate him finding a person to talk to about finding a person to make a elven scabbard for his whatever it was. Remember?
Elven curved blade.
That's right. So Tarus is on his way, and Saandip, because Unaan have about an hour before he shows up.
You guys did excellent for the competition. Saandip, how did you... What was your secret? Kaz hadn't heard what he said before.
Oh, basically I ran into Unaan before I ran into you when I was saying that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd call it a secret. I'm used to
come
aggressive
now.
negotiations.
Unaan leans over. Or no, Aethys leans over. He intimidated them, dear.
Well,
I did
that is
apologize
certainly-
afterwards.
That is certainly one way to get ahead in the business, but that's no way to improve your customer service representation.
Well, it was more with return customers we had the issue with, because we lived in a kind of tight-knit group, so we tended to have the same people coming back. Some of them were a bit more accustomed to trying to swindle people, so my mom wouldn't have any of it. And getting used to having those customers, I may be a bit aggressive more often than I should be.
I see. Well,
I mean, I did
just as
join my
long as
dad on
nobody's
some of his
hurt.
negotiations, but he tended to be a bit more diplomatic, hence he actually had to negotiate on behalf of our village.
Well, as long as nobody was hurt, and I guess if you're intent on opening a shop of some sorts, I would hold back on being a little bit more aggressive unless it came to situations like that. And not a competition where I guess it didn't really matter since it was just a competition.
Kelp 3 silver, normal supper meal.
Same for cost.
Okay. I need to retroactively have something happen with Jared's character that should have happened at the end of day 6. Long story short,
What's that?
someone would have sought out to find Saandip, who worked at the docks, and talked to him to let him know that because he had won the swimming competition and the fishing competition, that a special prize was to have been given to him, but they were waiting for the rest of the dock competitions to finish before doing it, just in case he showed up for them. And since he didn't, but still had won 2, he was given a bag of holding 2.
Ah, man, if he had done more, he could have won anything. Could have even been a boat.
Boat of holding.
Boat of
Folding
boating.
cargo, yes.
Well, I mean, I've got +2 on wisdom, which the crafting is wisdom, isn't it? I might have done okay had I rolled the 20, but don't you need training
Craft-
on those?
Craft is intelligence. Profession is wisdom.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And craft can be used untrained. Profession
So
cannot.
then it would have just been a +1 crapshoot.
For quick reference, I did link the page. A bag of holding 2 is 25 pounds, and its contents limit is 500 pounds or a 70 cubic feet.
I can store all my shit, or more specifically, all my fishing nets.
Yeah, I was like double checking, make sure I had marked everything down on the list, and realized I didn't actually go through all the dock stuff. So yeah, Jared, your character should have had that at the end of day 6.
Yay! So Jared's not weight. He's not overweight anymore with all of his nets.
Well, that being said,
Mind if I put my telescope in there?
I don't. Well, that's just it. It's 25 pounds for just the bag itself. So, with the bag and my armor, I can carry 5 more pounds.
So keep everything in the bag. Got it.
Yes, keep everything in the bag, and the second I pull anything out of the bag, including a weapon, I am encumbered.
Get swole?
Improve your strength. Become plus ultra.
Yeah, if I have my armor, my sword, and the bag, and everything else is in the bag, I am 2 pounds over.
Jesus.
Sounds like you need to trade that in and get a normal bag of holding.
Heavy hander sack.
Except bag of holding 2 carries 500 pounds.
Does he need to carry 500 pounds, though?
I mean, how else are we going to carry our cart around?
Okay, there's just... Okay, 70 cubic feet could totally hold the cart. Fuck.
Well,
The
no,
bag
it couldn't.
Opening wouldn't allow it either way. They expand. They don't expand that much.
Jared, you got a heavy wagon, right?
That sounds right.
Okay, I have a plan. Karnam, we need to use your knowledge engineering to make this cart into a collapsible cart that we can piece together and that holds up with latches so we can fit it all in his bag.
Oh god, one project at a time, Jesus.
I just need some muleback cords.
There is 1,000 cubic feet of wagon, by the way. If it
That
was
is
to be
cinematic
uncollapsed.
wagon.
Yeah, it's 10 by 20 and 5 feet high.
Enough for 4 people to sit in the back of it. Hey,
Enough
you
for
there.
like 8 people.
You got caught trying to cross the border too, didn't you?
Wow, and you were mad at Cal for making Skyrim references, now you're doing it too? Jesus.
Cal got me in the mood.
That was like 2 hours ago at this point, Tate.
Jared, before your character decides to do anything with the bag of holding, let's figure out stuff first with it, though.
To be fair, I want to sell my mossy own stone to get a normal bag of holding.
Yeah, I know the usefulness of a bag of holding, so I'm pretty sure my character isn't thinking of selling that.
If I have all of my gear on me, especially after the competition, I will definitely be way overweight.
You guys may or may not be getting more than 1 bag of holding of various quality. Well, I can guarantee Lamb is at least getting a bag of holding.
Oh, thank fuck.
Thieves Guild, if you're wondering.
Thank fuck. I need somewhere to put this stupid telescope.
You're welcome.
And Marcus will also be getting a bag of holding.
Merchants.
Marcus might actually be getting more than a bag of holding, depending on what the hell I decide for 6 and potentially 7 contests being won.
Was I even close until Jared came in with that huge win there,
Well, somewhat.
winning the haggling?
Oh. You came in overall 3rd, I think? Yeah.
So I was close. I didn't win, but I was close.
Yeah, you were off by like, well, besides you and Jared, obviously the difference there, you were off like 15 gold. Second place, I ended up with like 116 overall, or something like that. I closed the file with the information already, so it's gone.
That's fine. I was just curious.
Tate got either 4th or 5th, I don't remember. But yeah, no, more bags of holding are definitely up for grabs. Right, your characters don't know this, but totally up for grabs.
I wonder where on the final day of competition.
Wanna know what my bag of holding is? It's a house.
Coincidentally, that
Carnum's gonna live in.
well, the post office town hall thing not only gives a house, it also gives a bag of holding.
Hey,
A house of holding?
Oh,
No.
yeah, holding Carnum.
He's just
Well-
kind of the living maid for a while while he does his fucking trading bullshit.
You know what?
yeah.
I didn't even actually think about that. Yeah, no, the house is right there. Cardo could
Yeah.
totally live there.
And then if we ever need other characters to be retired for a little bit, we'll just be like, listen, go back to the house, go live with Carnum, be a maid.
Your first week, you have to wear the dress.
Well, okay, with Cardum actually staying behind to get trained, I mean, obviously there's probably going to be some other things that Cardum does besides get trained 24/7. It will be a source of income for you guys to some degree. It won't be a whole lot of money, but it would be some source of income. Assuming Cardum wants to actually help out the rest of his friends at this point.
I don't have a problem with that. It's not like he has a huge plan for his money.
So yeah, I mean, there are going to be benefits for you guys playing other characters, but don't assume I'm going to make the benefit money or anything useful. And no, that does not mean you need to be changing characters every other session or anything.
Damn it, I already had another 6 drawn up.
6, come on, ma'am, I'm already at 20. Just as he was saying that, I was already making them.
Yeah, no, if you guys try to game me like that, if you will, I will put a stop to it. As in, a tragic event might happen to all other previous characters.
Rocks drop on their head from who knows where.
Not just rocks, the house. We have to rebuild.
It's really weird how the house hit these two people even though they were across town from each other. It just kind of bounced like it was made of rubber. We live in a bouncy castle.
That said, what the hell was happening in the priest model, by the way? I don't even remember anymore.
Food.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
food. There was some sort of conversation.
Food and
Yeah.
conversation.
And I'm gonna tinker with the ring and mess around with like the extendable key thing it has. Or pick.
Can't get that, takes a meteor to get rid of. I like how this warehouse has like a Chinese chicken coop next to it. Is that a bathroom?
What are you talking about? Goddamn storage.
I don't know, it seemed like a chicken coop.
It was like a storage.
Storage for
Fucking
chickens.
warehouse. It could be used for like storing lumber. Or like other shit.
Or chickens.
Or shit. It could be used for storing shit.
I knew it.
I mean, they are right next to a stable.
But back to the conversation inside the priest model. Was it just small talk?
Yeah, it's just small talk.
Yeah, I assume they're probably also, if they have anything they wanted me to check and look over, I check and look over, and then I inform them of the stuff that you posted on Mumble, so... Yeah.
Oh, time passes and Tarus shows up.
See, they're all sitting at a table. Common meal. And I'm head over to them. It's what, 2 silver, 3?
3. Or common. Or good, or whatever the hell it's called. Oh, by the way, speaking of food and stuff, I will be coming up with prices for actual things. Like if you guys wanted to buy a single cooked fried egg or something, I'll at least have a reference to what I priced it at. Since the fucking Pathfinder wiki and things are just like derp and derp. I don't know. So yeah, Tar shows up, gets food, sits at the table with the rest of them.
Well, welcome, Tarus. How did your day go? How were your competitions? Did our lovely team manage to rack up a few more wins, Tarus?
What?
Tarus is really busy eating.
Had a
Or
long
falling
day.
asleep?
I'm not sleepy. I was in game.
That's what you want.
How did your competition go? Yours and Carnum's?
I pull out my ring, and I twist it so the little, like, pig things come out of it. I got this.
Oh, what a fancy ring.
I was muted. Sure, but fancy. I'll just slide it back in.
I mean, to be fair, the ring is kind of fancy. It's a sapphire encrusted gold thieves ring.
Yeah, I more see it for the use, though. Oh, I can show you what it does.